Now coming to the next important topic, that is sites. Okay, sites. Sir, please remember on the other day some student wrote it as cities. Student messaged me, sir, please explain. He said that, sir, I have some doubt in cities convention. No, sir, it is sites. What is this site stands for? Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Okay, this is the full form of these sites. Once again, this is not city, sir. It is CITES convention. What is this CITES, sir? It is convention on international trade in endangered species of wild fauna and flora. Okay, so this CITES convention, first it was initially adopted in 1963. It was adopted in 1963, and then it came into force in 1975 July. It came into force in 1975 July. Okay. Whereas just now we discussed about CMS Convention, Conservation on Migratory Species. It came into force in 1983. This one came into force in 1975 July. Sir, CMS Convention is also known as, yes sir, Q, is also known as Bonn Convention. Bonn is a city in Germany. Whereas CITES is also known as Washington Convention. CITES is also known as Washington Convention. Please remember, CMS refers to Bonn Convention. CMS Convention, Conservation on Migratory Species, is also known as Bonn Convention, whereas CITES is also known as Washington Convention. My dear friends, let me ask you one quick small question here. Hope everyone have finished revision of their economy syllabus. You must come across this term, Washington Consensus. Yes, sir. What is this Washington Consensus, sir? Please. Everyone, whenever you are referring to economy, I guess you have come across this term, Washington Consensus. What is Washington Consensus, sir? It talks about free market economic policies proposed by IMF and World Bank. So this is how we need to read, sir. This is the perfect way of preparation for UPSC. See, we are discussing about CITES, Washington Convention, and then we are also simultaneously discussing about Washington Consensus. So when you discuss like this, all your doubts, all your confusion will get clarified. Okay, so that's the reason you should not segregate between syllabus also. Whenever you come across Washington Convention, okay, you should also refer to, okay, there is other thing, Washington Consensus. That's the reason if you will never confuse if you do like this. Okay, so coming back to CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. We are discussing about it. CITES. It was adopted in 1963. It came into force in 1975. Okay. So COP 18, the Conference of Parties, COP 18 of CITES, was held in August 2019 at Geneva. Everyone knows where is Geneva. Where is it, sir? Geneva is in Switzerland. Okay. Initially, it was supposed to be held in Sri Lanka. However, due to the terror attacks, it was shifted to Geneva. And COP19, this will be held in 2022 in San Jose, okay, capital of Costa Rica. Where is this country, sir? Costa Rica. It's a Latin American nation. which connects between the North America and South America. My dear friends, please, today's TTD, refer the map of Latin America. Today's task of the day, please refer the map of Latin America. Because many students have confusion with regards to this. Because sometimes UPSC, if you refer to previous year questions, sometimes UPSC asks the capitals. Once it asks the Southeast Asia capitals of, it has given Jakarta, Vientiane, this one Laos capital and all these things. Asked it to arrange in the north to south. Once it has given the states in the the countries in the Middle East, arrange the countries from north to south: Kuwait, UAE, Oman, and Bahrain. That's the reason map pointing is also very much important. Since we are discussing about the San Jose, I thought of use this opportunity to revise the Latin America map. So coming to sites, as I said earlier, whenever we are referring to CMS and sites, we need to refer to appendix. Okay, these are important things. When we refer to CMS, we discussed about CMS has 2 appendix. Okay. In the same way, sites has 3 appendix. Okay. What is the important objective of sites? The important objective of sites is nothing but to check the illegal trade, illegal smuggling of wildlife, both fauna and flora, both plants and animals. So in this regard, the sites have 3 appendix. Appendix 1, Appendix 2 and Appendix 3. What is Appendix 1? It consists of list of species, Appendix 1, it consists of list of species that are in danger of extinction. So the species which are listed in Appendix 1, the trade is prohibited. The trade in any species, the legal trade in any species which are listed in Appendix 1 is also prohibited. However, there are exceptional cases. The trade is only allowed in exceptional cases. What are those exceptional cases, sir? For educational purpose or for research purpose. Okay. So please remember, the species which were listed in the Appendix 1 of sites, the trade is prohibited. Okay. Next one. Appendix 2. Here, it lists the species which are not threatened with extinction. But might suffer serious decline. If trade is not restricted. So, Appendix 2 consists the list of those species which are currently not threatened with extinction, but due to the huge trade, the numbers of the species might decline, and it may later in the next decade or in a few years, it may have a pose a risk of extinction. Okay, Appendix 2 once again, which are currently not threatened with extinction but might suffer serious decline if trade is not restricted. Okay, here trade is not prohibited. My dear friends, please let me make it clear. In the species which are mentioned in the Appendix 1, the trade is prohibited. However, in exceptional circumstances, like for educational and research purpose, the trade is allowed. Whereas here the trade is restricted, or we can say trade is regulated. Okay, this is Appendix 2. Okay, matlab you need to have permits. Trade is regulated by permits. Permit, license. And for sites, we have one more appendix. Whereas CMS, we have only 2 appendix. But whereas for coming to sites, we have 3 appendix. Which are the appendix 3 consists of those species which are protected in one state. One state in here. One second. Which are protected in one country. Here I am referring to state in the sense refer to country. Which are protected in one country, and that particular country has requested for help in controlling trade of that particular species. My dear friends, let me make it clear. There are 3 appendix in CITES. Okay. The first appendix consists of the list of those species which are threatened with extinction. The trade in the species which are listed in appendix 1 is prohibited. However, in exceptional circumstances, like for the purpose of research and education, the trade is allowed. Whereas coming to the appendix 2 of CITES, it consists of a species which are not threatened with extinction currently, but the trade may pose threat to that particular species. So the trade is restricted or regulated by permit. Whereas appendix 3, coming to appendix 3, it consists of list of those species or that particular species which is protected in one particular country, and that country asks the other members of the CITES convention, to give the protection status. Okay. Hope the appendix of CITES is clear. We have discussed in detail about what is appendix 1, what is appendix 2, and what is appendix 3. Please remember, don't get confused. CMS has 2 appendix, 1 and 2, whereas CITES has 3 appendix. Okay. Other important things associated in news, with CITES and which are in news is the species which were added. Recent changes to appendix. Okay, recent changes. In COP 18. In COP 18, some amendments were made to the appendix. Okay. What are those amendments? Okay. So, few items were shifted from appendix 2 to 1. Earlier, there are some species, the list of species which were existing in appendix 2, but now they were shifted to appendix 1 to give the higher status. And there are some species which were added to appendix 2. Okay. And there is one special case where India has requested with regards to this one, Indian sandalwood, red sandalwood. Sorry, Indian rosewood. Sorry, excuse me. It is Indian rosewood. India has requested, this Indian rosewood was earlier in the appendix 2. Okay. India has requested for the removal from appendix 2 because it was posing as a threat to the local artisans and all these things. Let me show you the images of all these species which were shifted from appendix 2 to appendix 1, the new species which were added to appendix 2, and the Indian rosewood. Okay. Please remember, sir, otters. Hope you know. Hope you are aware of this. Okay. These are otters. Okay. So this is smooth coated otter. This is smooth coated otter. And next one, this is small cloud otter. Okay. And this is Eurasian otter. Okay. The IUCN status of all these are vulnerable. Okay. The IUCN status of all these three otters are vulnerable, and all these three otters are available or present in India. Okay. Please remember, however, these two, smooth coated otter and small cloud otter, they were shifted from appendix 2 to 1. They were shifted from appendix 2 to 1. There is no only these two, not the Eurasian otter. I included the image of this Eurasian otter to show you all the three types of otters which are present in India. With regards to sites, the small cloud otter and the smooth coated otter were shifted from appendix 2 to appendix 1. And next one, sir, Indian star tortoise. Okay. This is Indian star tortoise. Okay. This Indian star tortoise is also shifted from appendix 2 to the appendix 1. Okay. What is the IUCN status of this Indian star tortoise, sir? This is also vulnerable. The IUCN status of Indian star tortoise is also vulnerable. Okay. Next one. This is Tokay gecko. This is Tokay gecko. The IUCN status of Tokay gecko is least concern. Least concern. However, this is also shifted from appendix 2 to appendix 1. Okay. This Tokay gecko is largely smuggled to China because it is considered that it has medicinal values. Okay. So these are the things which were shifted from appendix 2 to 1. What are those, sir? One is smooth coated otter and the small cloud otter. Next one is Indian star tortoise, shifted from appendix 2 to 1. Next one is Tokay gecko. This is also shifted from appendix 2 to the appendix 1. Next, this is white spotted wedgefish. This is white spotted wedgefish. This is included in appendix 2. Please remember, this is the white spotted wedgefish is included in appendix 2. Whereas the earlier species, that is the smooth coated otter, the small cloud otter, the Indian star tortoise and the Tokay gecko were shifted from appendix 2 to appendix 1. Okay. Next one. This is Indian rosewood. Okay. Indian rosewood. This is already present in appendix 2. Okay. But India has asked for its withdrawal. Why India has asked for withdrawal, sir? India has said that it is affecting the handicraft. It's affecting the handicrafts. Why, sir? There will be huge restrictions when it is involved in the appendix 2. That's the reason. And India says that this species also grows very quickly, so there is no threat posed to this Indian rosewood. That's the reason India has requested for the withdrawal of Indian rosewood from the appendix 2. These are the important details which are associated with sites. Okay. What is the important object of the site, sir? it is the important objective of the sites is to check the illegal trade and smuggling of wild fauna and flora. Let me discuss one important topic in this context with you, since we are discussing this illegal trafficking of wild fauna and flora. There is an organization known as Traffic. There is an organization known as Traffic. Okay, what this is an NGO. Okay, what is this Traffic? What is it stands for? The Wildlife Trade Monitoring Network. The Wildlife Trade Monitoring Network. What is the objective of this traffic, sir? The objective of the traffic is also same as sites, that is to check the illegal smuggling or the illegal trade or to restrict the trade in wild flora and fauna. Okay, the objective is same, but what is the difference? This traffic is an NGO, non-governmental organization, whereas sites is a multilateral treaty. Whereas sites is a multilateral treaty, whereas traffic is an NGO. Okay. The traffic NGO was set up by IUCN plus WWF, World Wildlife Fund for Nature. IUCN and World Wildlife Fund for Nature, this both organization has set up it NGO known as Traffic. Let me show you one question, previous year question. (2017) sir, this is also previous year question on traffic. Consider the following statements in respect of traffic. Trade related analysis of fauna and flora in commerce. The full form of traffic. Trade related analysis of fauna and flora in commerce. Okay. Traffic is a bureau under UNEP. Wrong answer. The mission of traffic is to ensure that trade in wild plants and animals is not a threat to the conservation of nature. Yes sir, this is the objective. Traffic was set up by IUCN plus WWF. Sir, once again I am saying, please always refer to previous year questions. Okay, that's the reason whenever we are giving, I guess hope all of you are receiving quizzes or students are receiving quizzes. Please solve those quizzes regularly. Very much important. The objective of the quizzes and all our programs is nothing but by the time you finish the classes, you finish 6 times revision of the entire notes, the entire current affairs. 6 times revision. Okay. Imagine once how thorough and how confident you will be once you finish this revision of 6 times. That's the reason we are sending lots of quizzes for you. Okay, so please solve them. Okay, don't forget to don't neglect the quizzes. These are very much important. Since we are discussing about sites, we have discussed about sites and we discussed about traffic. Okay. Let me sensitize you about other important campaign with regards to check the illegal trade. That is a beautiful campaign, sir. Not all animals migrate by choice. Not all animals migrate by choice. This is a new campaign, a campaign to create awareness about the trafficking of the wild fauna and flora. This is an initiative of UN Environment and Wildlife Crime and Control Bureau of India. Once again, I am repeating, sir. Not all animals migrate by choice. This is a campaign which largely focuses on airports where they I'll be showing you the beautiful ads designed by them. Okay, where largely these works, they keep certain ads in the airports which sensitizes and creates awareness about the illegal trade and trafficking of wild fauna and flora. Please remember, this is an initiative of UN Environment and Wildlife Crime and Control Bureau of India. Once again, please remember, this is an not all animals migrate by choice. This is an initiative of Wildlife Crime Control Bureau of India and UN Environment. Let me show you the beautiful ads designed by them. See this, sir. Which animal this is, sir? Please recognize. Just now we discussed. It is Indian star tortoise. See this. The passenger who has denied an oxygen mask. Okay. That trafficking. Okay. Not all animals migrate by choice campaign. Next one. Which one? What is this, sir? Which animal this is? Tokay gecko. The passenger who flew without any legroom. Okay. Here you can see UN Environment and Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. These are the important organizations, the main coordinating agents. UN Environment and the Wildlife Crime and Control Bureau. Next one, tiger, to check, to create awareness. The baby who never cried in flights. Okay. And next one, pangolin. The passenger who got a net instead of a blanket. Very beautiful and creative ads. Sir, pangolin also important this year due to this illegal trade and all these things. When we discuss PCC news, we'll be discussing about pangolin. We'll be discussing about Chinese pangolin and Indian pangolin. Okay. That's it, my dear friends, with regards to sites. Okay. Very much important. Sites also, these campaigns and the recently added listings. Don't confuse between sites and CMS. Many people always confuse between the Bonn Convention, Washington Convention, sites, CMS, the appendix 3 appendix of sites and the 2 appendix of CMS.